Hey guys, welcome to chemistry. I'm so sorry I can't be there today to introduce myself in person, but at least you can see my face on a screen. My name is Sarah Shoemaker and I am the instructor for this class, and I'll meet all of you guys very soon. So I did want to at least be there virtually on your first day to go over the syllabus and other important documents with you so you could get started and not get behind. So you hopefully have all of you have one of these green packets with some documents in it. The first document is the course syllabus. Now the syllabus is chock full of basically everything you need to know about this class besides the actual, chemistry. But it has my office hours, it has my email address, it has all of the materials that you need to buy for the class, which include the textbook, which looks like this. Here's the ISBN number. If you haven't gotten it already, you need to get it ASAP. You need a scientific calculator. We're doing a lot of math in the class, including functions like logarithms, so a scientific calculator is what you need. You do not need a graphing calculator, but you may use one if you have one. And then the third thing that you will need is access to Sapling Learning, which is an online homework website, and I'll go over that in just a moment. It's $42 to purchase, and you can't use financial aid deferment. You can't get it through the bookstore. You have to purchase it online separately. If you get it for one semester, it's $42, but if you go ahead and buy 2-semester access, because this is a 2-semester course, if you're planning to take the second semester, you can get 2-semester access and it's $64, so it's a discount for 2 semesters. I also even put a list of suggested organizational materials for you to get. So being organized, super, super key for success in life, but especially in college. So let's scan to the next page. The homework is online on this website called Sapling Learning, but another online website that I'll use for the class is Blackboard. So all of our classes use Blackboard Learn. It's a what's called a learning management system. So it's where all your grades will be posted, the syllabus and all these important documents will be posted there. You can access them at any time. You will also be able to access links to the Sapling homework from Blackboard. So I'm hoping Blackboard will sort of serve as our central course website. I've started putting things in my syllabus about email etiquette. So I've been actually very lucky the last year or two to have some really responsible students. So far, all the emails I've gotten this semester have been following this etiquette, but I just want to remind everyone that when you are communicating with your college professors, that you want to do so in a professional manner. So you want to email them in an email letter structure, not like a text message, even if you are emailing from your phone. So just a reminder that just a good standard for good email etiquette is always include an opener and a closer. So, hey there, or Sarah, or dear professor, and then write your email in complete thoughts and complete sentences and close it with thank you or best wishes or sincerely, what have you, and your name. So don't just send a quick sentence without a header or an ender, and also make sure you punctuate, you spell things correctly, don't use slang spelling, that kind of a thing. So I'm sure you guys already all know this and are all on top of it, but just a helpful reminder, because even I get into, I text message too, and we get into this habit of sending quick messages over text, and then we start doing it in that format with our email, but it's really not appropriate. So this is just a helpful reminder to remember good email etiquette. My attendance policy, you're required to come to all classes, but I know that, shit happens sometimes. Your car doesn't start, your kid's sick, you're sick, whatever. There's lots of valid reasons for not being able to make it to class once in a while. And so, I have a forgiveness policy for that. I don't do excused or unexcused absences. I just give everyone 3 free absences, or sorry, for this class, since we meet 3 times a week, 4 free absences. So 4 times this semester you can be absent. It doesn't matter why. I will, your grade will not be affected by that. I also have drops, a lot of drops in the grading section. So we do a lot of quizzes, but I allow you to drop some. So that way, if you miss one, you don't have to worry about making it up. So the nice thing about the free absence rule is that it doesn't really matter why you're absent, so you don't have to justify your absence. And then you don't have to make up the work. A lot of the times if you miss a class, you don't have to schedule some kind of a makeup. Now, that being said, if you miss lecture notes, you do need to check with a classmate, make sure you figure out what it is you missed, or you might check with me, and make up any work that you missed, like in terms of learning. If there's a snow day, my policy is class is canceled, but learning is not. So I often will email you a homework assignment, something to do on that snow day to make sure that you're still having some time with chemistry and not losing a day of chemistry learning. And a lot of professors will do that. So don't get too excited on snow days that you have a day off. Do make sure you check your email and make sure that you don't have any assignments that you need to do at home. So the grading for this course, I made this little pie chart here. So it's based on a lot of things. And there's a lot of little things, but the nice thing about that is it really diversifies your grade. So your grade is not entirely dependent on your tests. Tests are 45% of your grade. And if you add the final exam in there, so it's 60% of your grade. There were classes that I took in college where your grade was 100% based on your tests. So if you weren't a strong test taker, you kind of were screwed. So this way you get credit for all of the quizzes and homework and work that you're doing to prepare for the tests. And you also have some lower stakes practice sort of assignments that help you build up towards the test so that your grade isn't entirely dependent on one item. So quizzes. The quizzes in this class might be different than quizzes you've taken before. So what I do is I give these what are called benchmark quizzes. And we'll have one basically every class period. So we'll learn a topic, and then the most fundamental component of that topic you will be quizzed on. And the benchmark quizzes work like this. There's going to be maybe 2 or 3 questions on the quiz. And here's an example one that I've provided to you in your packet. It's the last thing in the back. It's a half a sheet, so it's back there. Don't forget to check for it. But this is an example of the first quiz you're going to be taking this week. And it has to do with unit conversion and significant figures, which are topics that we will learn about. It's 2 questions, and it's an all or nothing quiz. So you either get 100 or you get a 0, which sounds a little bit scary, but you have 3 attempts to take it. And I can change it a little bit. I might change the numbers or change the units, but the questions will be essentially the same format. They'll be covering the same topic. So I'll always give you an example one beforehand so you know what it is you need to study for and prepare for. What this does is it really helps to solidify foundational skills and give you lots of practice at testing yourself on these foundational skills that you're going to need to get through the class and, of course, to get through the tests. So I don't do makeups for those missed quizzes since you get 3 attempts to do it. So if you miss a day with a quiz, you just miss one of your attempts. And after we do about 10 of these quizzes over the course of the semester, 10 different topics, and the lowest one will be dropped. So if there's one that you never pass, that you just get the 0 on, that's okay for your grade because it will be dropped. But obviously you want to attempt to get 100 on every single one, at least by the 3rd attempt. All right, labs are another component of your grade, and I'll talk more about lab during our lab session on Friday. Online homework is through the Sapling website. So I guess I'll go over Sapling now. So one of the handouts in your green folder is this handout here that goes over how to register for Sapling Learning online website. And this is the Sapling website right here. So when you log in, you'll see this. This is what you'll see. The first homework assignment is right here. So the upcoming homework assignments that are due soon will always be at the top of the page. But you can scroll down to access homeworks. All of them are available to you right now. So you can presumably get ahead in the class if you so choose. Some other things I want to point out on Sapling are some of these resources here. So there's a periodic table, a virtual periodic table. All of these videos here, these links here, are links to YouTube channels that have really sort of talented chemistry tutors. And they have short, like 15-minute videos. So if there's a topic that you're really struggling with, I'd say check out these guys here and see if they can help you. Also, of course, come and check with me in my office hours. But if I'm not available, if you're at home, it's 10 o'clock at night, and you're really kind of confused, this is a great place to go, these YouTube videos. These assignments right here are not graded assignments. They are practice assignments to help you get used to the format of this Sapling homework website and how to submit your answers, stuff like that. So feel free to get used to the homework just by going in and doing the homework, but you do lose points for each wrong attempt at a question, so you might want to just do these practice assignments to make sure that you're not getting wrong attempts because you just don't understand how to submit the answers correctly or type them in correctly. So when you click on the homework assignment, it'll open up and it'll present you with 20 to 30-ish questions per assignment. And then mine's taking a minute to load here. So there's lots of questions. You can go through them out of order. This first homework assignment is 25 questions and it pertains to Chapter E, the introductory chapter of the textbook. So a good idea is go ahead and read Chapter E before next class. Log in to Sapling, just get signed up, check it out, see if you're comfortable answering any of these questions. Just at least preview the homework assignment. And we'll go over it a little bit more, then I can answer your questions next class period. Tests are 45% of your grade. I'm back to the syllabus here. And the final exam we'll talk about later, but it's 15% of your grade. So it's not a huge percentage. Your whole grade doesn't depend on your final exam grade, but it can, raise or lower it somewhat significantly. So it is something you want to do well on. Back to the online homework, I want to just call your attention to this phone number right here. And what I'd like you to do right now, as your attendance grade for today, and just to make sure you all have my number in your phone, I really like to be available for students for help with chemistry because I know how frustrating it is to be working on a homework problem and you just can't figure it out and you just really could use some help, somebody to point you in the right direction. Or you end up spending 3 hours pulling your hair out over some small little detail that you just didn't see, and that little nudge could have helped. So that's what I'm here for. If you are stuck on a problem, take a picture of it. Take a picture of the work you've done already and text it to me. My number is 314-570-7063. I want you to all take a minute right now and put it in your phones. And go ahead and text me right now. And just with your name that you're in Chemistry 100. I don't care. Text me a selfie. Text me a funny picture or a funny GIF. I don't know how you say that. GIF. Whatever. Text me something entertaining. And also let me know who you are, that you're in Chemistry 101. And then I'm already in your phone. You've already broken the ice. It's cool to text me. You text me anytime. I might not answer if I'm busy right away, but it really doesn't bother me. I actually get really excited to help students with chemistry, so do not be shy. We'll talk about lab policies in lab, but basically safety first is the key there. If you have accommodations, academic accommodations, please make sure you let me know. Academic integrity is basically no cheating, no plagiarism, no lying about your results in lab. That's a type of plagiarism and cheating. Title IX statement and my diversity inclusion statement basically say that this is a safe environment for everyone, and I intend to keep it that way. So if you ever don't feel safe for any reason, please let me know. I am mandated to talk to a Title IX coordinator if you divulge any information about assault or abuse. So I can offer you privacy, absolutely, but I do still have to I'm mandated to report that. And of course, the last thing that's most important is the schedule.